It's time once again. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to GamerGenusTV with me, Hildress. Hope you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty damn fantastic myself. I actually have some more Starcraft 2 for you today. I know you're excited about that. I have a replay sent over to me from Archon, my buddy. Good job, man. I appreciate all the replays you send to me and all the advice you've given me. All of it is absolutely 100% appreciated, and I would love the continued support. And for anybody else that actually wants to have some of their games cast, any advice they're looking for, some coaching, whatever, send it over to GamerGenusTV@gmail.com. I'm always checking that inbox pretty much every day. So if you have anything for me, send it over there. I'd love to see it. I love the participation, the interaction with the community. I also have another bit of exciting news, which I first introduced over on my last replay that I did. And that's that I am currently working on a new weekly show for everybody that kind of features a different streamer mainly from Twitch TV each week, and it's just going to kind of showcase what they do, kind of where they came from, and where they hope to be. And it's just kind of a way for me to give back to all the streamers that are out there and to widen the community as a whole. So definitely look for that. That's going to be coming out very shortly. And for now, let's get into some StarCraft 2. I know you're ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. So like I said, this is another replay sent over to me from Archon. And his opponent over here in the bottom left corner of Newkirk Precinct is noVa, the Blue Terran. So another ZvT, good stuff. And in the bottom right hand corner we have the Red Zerg, the reigning champion, Archon. Very nice. So what do we have going on today? A production tab for one, and two, this is another Coldcast. The last replay I did just a few minutes ago was my very first Coldcast. This is going to be my very second Coldcast. I want to do this just kind of a way to make things feel a little more organic, a little more exciting, get the original feeling in there. And I know I'm going to miss some things, but I really kind of want to hopefully get the feeling of that first play excitement to it. So we're going to see how this turns out. We have actually going on right now, let's see, some OV scouting going on. We have the SCV coming over here. We did actually have a gas taken very early. And for Terran, that can mean either early Reapers, which is the most likely thing currently, or it could mean like a very early tech lab or a very early reactor, whatever they feel like building. Usually, though, it's for Reapers. Actually, we have a proxy racks coming down from noVa, so it looks like we are going to see proxy Reapers. And we have Archon coming in here with his drone scout. He is going to notice that barracks and the supply depot here, and actually that barracks is a little bit late, which it would be because of this proxy racks here. And I wonder if Archon actually noticed that. It's a very, very, very slim window, though. It could easily be just a late barracks, really. So what do we see from Archon? We actually see looks like hatchery first into pool, and he just noticed that gas, I believe. No, he didn't see anything yet. Did not see the gas go down, but this Overlord is coming in to scout, and it does. Beautiful. So what do we see from him over here? I want to know if he's going to scout this out, actually. As soon as he sees that gas go down, he is going to get his own gas. Okay. So that's extremely standard, because the early gas almost always does mean Reapers. Oh my god, I just saw that Reaper come out too. He's going to miss the proxy racks just barely, but he will know that this Reaper is in because it is already here. We have a bunker trying to go down as well. It is almost finished. It does get finished off, and he is forced to pull these SCVs back. This Reaper is going to do a butt ton of damage. It's going to be super annoying. It is going to get down on the low ground. It's going to continually hop up and down from here, just trying to get some Ling kills, trying to get some drone kills, ultimately trying to kill off a queen even. But that is not likely to happen, as the queen is basically a tank. That queen does actually come out now, and it is going to hold off a lot of the aggression from this Reaper here. And it does not want to engage these Lings on creep, because that is the only place where they have even a slight advantage against the Reaper until they get speed. But as you can see, he's going to continue to produce these Reapers and use that bunker just to fall back into. And it is a continual dance between the Terran and the Zerg player. Another Reaper on the field now. We have 2 more in production. When you get up to these numbers, these queens don't quite stand the same chance they used to. That SCV should get taken down though, but these Reapers are doing so much damage from inside that bunker, and they're not going to get touched. They take out 3 of those Lings. He is forced to produce more. 14 coming out onto the field now, along with 4 drones, which is also important to note that he is not giving up his macro entirely in order to contain these Reapers, which is very, very important. We do have 150 gas now. We should see speed coming down any moment now. He is so focused on this micro, though, trying to keep things alive, that he's just not able to get to it yet. We should see that coming out very, very quickly, though it looks like it has started now. That barracks is forced to, or he is forced to back off from that barracks because it is burning now. All those Lings did get the aggression out, but at the same time he lost a lot of Lings. He lost a lot of drone production that he would prefer over making so many Lings. So that is actually a good win for the Terran player. However, at the same time, that does set back his own tech quite a bit, doing the proxy racks like that and then producing that many Reapers. So while it was very good for noVa, we can actually see the supply difference that set him back at. We do have this extra command center down now for the Terran player. He's going to get that extra bunker down, or that 1 bunker at his natural, just for Ling defense. And we see that barracks coming in. I'm not sure where he's trying to take that. That might just be for scouting information. He might actually try and plant it up here, but that Overlord did see it, so that's not going to work out very much for him. He could try to put it over here too. I'm not sure what good that's going to do him. He's going to have just a short hop here, and he's not going to be able to hop up into here though, because that's an extra layer of height. So that's not going to do him any good. The only thing he could do sneaky with that is actually try and put it inside Archon's base, but it's just not going to really work out for him because Archon did see that. We have the OV scout coming in here is going to be sacrificed just to kind of see the tech tree that noVa is going through. And we do see that friggin' MMM coming out. So it's likely we're going to see the BioMine play with drops. We do have those Reapers retaining map control currently, although I believe speed is finished for the Lings, so they could take over map control at any moment, which would be very beneficial to Archon because that would allow him to take that third that he really needs. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and take it anyway. He said, "Fuck your Reapers, I don't care." Let's see, we got the 3 Reapers out, 4 Marines now for noVa, and 6 Lings and the 2 defensive queens out for Archon. We do have that Spinecrawler down. That's going to keep a lot of the damage down. These Speedlings are going to do a ton of damage to these freaking Reapers. And that queen's in there. They're going to get cleaned up. He might get a couple of drone kills, but it looks like he's going to be spending all of his time running away and getting eaten at the same time. Roaches do come out for Archon, which is always nice to see. And we have these Overlord Scouts going out now, which is awesome. And a lot of times you will see a Viking being produced first from the starport from Terran these days. Just getting 1 out to clear out a lot of the Overlords, which is extremely annoying for the Zerg player. So when that does happen, you're forced to pull back your Overlords. You don't get the same scouting information, and it's extremely annoying. We do have Glial Reconstitution coming down with the roach speed for Archon, so he is looking to actually use these roaches offensively, or perhaps even just defensively, getting from base to base to protect from this play right here that's coming in, this frontal assault, as well as drop plays. We have 10, yeah, it's on production. 10 roaches being produced now. One of those overlords does go down to the small marine force. We have a lot of medevacs here too, though. So that is going to be quite annoying. There's going to be potential drop play coming in, and even if there isn't, there is a good bit of energy, at least, on these medevacs. We have tanks coming in instead of the biomine, which you see much more often these days. We have Burrow coming in for Archon now. And it looks like that scan, I thought that was going to be for clearing creep, but it looks like that scan was just to kind of try and locate the army, which I think he saw a slice of that. This third is getting its own queen, which is always nice. Get those larva production going. noVa does have that barracks coming in. It is going to be used for scouting information now. Finally getting some use out of it, and that drop play is coming in. He's going to hit the boosters, and they're going to get right on top of that mineral line so quickly. Going to see everything. Oh, that queen goes down so quick. The tank is doing a lot of damage. It's going to try and siege up, but it's not going to be in time. Those roaches take it out very quickly. This MM force is going to be forced to evacuate. Just too many roaches for him, but it's a good thing he got roach speed because of exactly this. Those drops are so damn fast now. They move so quickly between bases that he can just sit there and drop all day long if you're not prepared for it. But as you can see, Archon is prepared for it like a good Zerg. So noVa is forced to evacuate with only a Marine and a Marauder left between those two medevacs. A good defense by Archon. We have another drop coming in. It's going to attempt to do a lot of damage. These roaches are there waiting, though. Very good play with the Spine Crawler as well. We're getting a Spore Crawler down to help protect against the drops, and I imagine we'll see one at each base as well. We have +1/+1 coming in for Archon and a Macro Hatch coming down. Get that money spent. Get that money spent. We have that Spore Crawler coming in. We have noVa looking like he's just trying to rally up some forces at the Watchtower and try and just do a lot of drop plays. He is getting some damage done with this. It's not as though he's not getting anything done, but he's going to have to step it up more, honestly. 13 workers killed is a fair amount, but on 3 bases, he can remake those drones very quickly, and he is teching up on top of this, getting his +1/+1, getting Infestation Pit, possibly for some infestors, as well as to go up to Hive. We see, actually he's getting an armory. That could be for, well, actually I don't know why he would be getting an armory, because that would be more for mech play. He does get the scan down to start clearing out some creep, which is a very good idea, because as Terran, you really don't want to engage onto creep just because of that speed boost. We have Archon using these overlords to throw down creep on the possible expansions, which is extremely annoying for other players, just because you have to wait, I think it's 12 seconds for this creep to recede even after you kill the overlord off. So as you can see, this SCV is sitting here waiting to plant down another CC, but he's unable to, and noVa is forced to pull back some of his forces. He's actually pulling them all back just to take care of this overlord so that he can continue to expand. We have double armory coming down for I would think it would be for mech play, but we see a bio force here, which is very unusual. He's getting a lot of bio upgrades as well, but he's also getting Terran plating for I assume for his tanks, but he doesn't actually have many tanks, so that's a little strange. It's a little odd play by the Terran player, and he's going to go ahead and start building this command center right now outside of the range of the creep, which is actually a good idea because he can just lift it up and plant it down once it finishes, and once this creep is gone. We have some more. Okay, I thought we had more drop play, but it looks like that barracks was trying to land and produce maybe something. I don't know what he was trying to do with that. That wasn't going to happen. But it is being murdered very, very slowly by this queen. At the same time, however, the barracks is going to get some scouting information in. At the main, he's not really going to find a whole lot that he didn't already know. He does see the infestation pit. That's the only thing he might not have seen previously. So he does know that. He did not see the Hydra Den though, and that's kind of important. We have +2/+2 on the way for the Zerg player, and movement speed for Hydras coming out as well as a, there it is, 4th base coming down. All very good stuff. noVa is taking his 3rd currently. It was delayed because of that Overlord creep, which is always nice for the Zerg player. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and try and take down this Overlord now to get the creep out of the way in time for when he wants to put the expand down up here. It looks like he's going to go ahead and build that command center as well. And that is very, very strange. It looks like noVa is actually trying to do like a BioMech play where he gets both compositions. And it might be just that he's actually trying to switch fully into mech, which would be a big mistake actually at this point, because he has already sunk so much resources into this bio play. So it looks like he is actually going to try to do a composition of both these Hellbats and the Thor. Just kind of a weird play. I haven't seen this before actually. But Archon does have a very good unit composition to go against this with this Roach Hydra force. He does have his Hive now, and he's getting adrenal glands for his cracklings. Them cracklings with all that crack. I don't see any lings out in this force though. I wonder if he has Vipers. So those Vipers, wow, this is actually very, very good against the composition that noVa has. Those Vipers are going to be able to abduct the Thors and get them murdered very, very quick. It's also going to be able to take in some of these medevacs here and just kind of pull them in and force them. Oh, the engage is coming, and noVa is forced to back off, but he's being slowly picked apart by this Zerg force, this Roach Hydra force, and that Blinding Cloud does go down on the tank, and it's going to be doing nothing up until the moment it dies. We got these medevacs being pulled in. That's going to happen all day long with these 5 Vipers. Oh, and there goes the Thor. Expensive Thor. This is actually looking very, very good for Archon at the moment. He has a massive supply lead, and this tactic to go kind of both ways from noVa is not only confusing, but doesn't seem to be paying off currently. It looks like he is upgrading to a planetary fortress. He's trying to get a double planetary down right outside his natural and right next to his 3rd. Trying to do a little bit of defense there, which is actually a very good idea. It helps a lot. But Archon is maxed out. He has a ton of resources, although he doesn't have the same gas to match his mineral income. But at the same time, he could just produce, he could remax out on lings at this point and do very well against this army. A little bit scared of the Hellbats in that scenario, but at the same time, the upgrades and just the ability to remax for Archon is going to do wonders. He is going to engage now, and noVa knows he can't take this battle. Those Vipers are going to throw down Blinding Clouds, and abducts. They're going to do so much for this Roach Hydra composition. While the Roaches tank up the damage, and the Hydras are going to do all the damage in return. Those Blinding Clouds do go down on top of the tank, on top of the Bioforce. The Bioforce is forced to come into the Roach Hydra composition. They're going to turn around and take out that command center and all those SCVs. Very nice. So Archon does get another engagement there, and he could actually move in and just kind of take this out, but he doesn't want to risk it. He doesn't know how many siege tanks are on that line there. And it's better just to pull back and wait for your upgrades, get another expansion out, get some ultras out if you want to do that, if you want to tech up into some more hive tech, or even go broodlords, whatever you're trying to do. Just play it safe. Take your lead and expand it into an even higher lead. That is the best way to play. So we do have the Ultra Cavern coming down now. 3/3 on the way. I don't believe he doesn't have any of the melee upgrades yet, but that's okay. And he is getting even more Vipers. I wonder if they have been consuming. It looks like they've been consuming on this hatchery. At least one of the structures they've been consuming on. What do we have going on? So Archon is sitting on top of the tower right now, just getting his creep spread out, macroing up, getting those upgrades, waiting for that, getting some more Vipers out, getting them full of energy, ready to go against this BioMechish army. It looks like noVa has foregone the Thor, which I think is actually a better idea. He needs to concentrate more on getting his economy going and just kind of using all these barracks he has, maybe even making some more and producing off of those rather than trying to do a lot with these factories. He definitely should get some tanks or some mines to go with this bio army, but at the same time he shouldn't be trying to focus on both at the same army. He needs to focus more on his bio, which is what he seemed to be going for at first. And I think it's just not a very good idea to try and tech switch or combine two completely separate types of armies into one, because you have to spend more resources and more time on both upgrades, whereas you could get more units out, more structures out, more unit producing structures out, and instead of trying to upgrade all these different kind of units at the same time. But the Ultralists have arrived. The Vipers are full of energy, ready to go. Archon is maxed out and looking to do some damage. We see noVa finally getting 3-3 going, while Archon is sitting on +3 carapace, +3 range. And it looks like chitinous plating is about to finish for these Ultralists, and melee attack is almost halfway done. Getting another hatchery as well. Spend them monies. Spend all them monies. So we have a devastating force here right now. A ton of roaches to tank up damage in front of the Hydralisk. The Ultralisk to come in and tank up and deal even more damage. And the Hydras just to do so much DPS. So chitinous plating has finished. He's going to go ahead and move in. That tank does not stand a friggin' chance. This command center does not stand a chance. This army does not stand a chance. noVa War is in a lot of trouble. Oh yeah, the abducts on them tanks. The blinding clouds on this big frickin' mass of units. That planetary fortress is going to do a good bit of damage, though. It's going to have to be careful of that. This command center down here does go down very quickly. While he's kind of fighting on two fronts, and Archon says, F it, yo. I'm too damn good for you. All the Ultras do go down, however. The Vipers look like they mostly went down as well. This Roach Hydra army is still intact, and it's going to go in and try and do some damage on this planetary. He's going to get it down. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. He's forced to land the Vikings, which really is a mistake, honestly, because they're not going to do anything. They're just going to get wiped out. This Roach Hydra army is going to move up into the 4th base of noVa, and it is going to do a ton of damage here as well. Bye-bye, CC. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, SCVs. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Okay, so obviously Archon is in a huge advantage right now. His supply lead is just absolutely massive. It is going to be extremely difficult for noVa to come back into this game. That CC is on fire. It's not going to last very long. He might be able to get it down here and get it repaired in time if he starts moving it. If he starts moving it now, it is on fire, and it is rapidly draining of health. No, noVa. I know it's looking bleak, but my man, you gotta have faith. You gotta trust. Oh, but he's focused on this drop in here. Trying to do damage. It's just not going to be enough with that little bit of units. That CC does go down. Bye-bye, CC. So Archon has this game well in hand. This is the last force for noVa. The only BioMech player. I hope. I hope he's the only player who tries this, because it did not work out well. Of course, I could be wrong. I'm not a Terran player. Maybe somebody in the future will figure out a way to combine the two forces successfully. I just don't see it happening right here, right now. And it looks like we have gone into Spire already and getting +1 attack for that. And noVa is going to go ahead and build another command center here. He's going to turn it into a planetary. I think he might actually try and land it here, although why he would build it here, I do not know. So that is going to be a planetary fortress to protect, just over 300 minerals. Oh my god, the ultras. Oh my god. 12 ultras here, a ton of hydras. Looks like 4 roaches and an overseer. Beautiful army. I'm loving this. So good. We have some long distance mining going on from a few SCVs. Might actually be a better idea. Okay, actually it looks like he doesn't have very many SCVs at all. So it's 34 SCVs to 59 drones. We see that Archon has killed off a total of 66 SCVs in this game. Good job, Archon. Good stuff, mate. Very good. And the death ball is rolling out. I would be terrified of this as any player. This is not something that you want to face. Those ultras do a ton of damage now. They tank a ton of damage as well. They have +5 or +6 armor, excuse me, and they don't die so easily. As a Terran player, you are able to build a billion Marines, and a billion Marines do a gazillion damage per second. But that being said, it's just not. It's not there. 1 and 2. This is Moida, bro. Straight Moida. Oh, this small force is going to get picked apart. Eventually, he's going to get backed up into a hole where he can't kite anymore. Ooh, this one ultra does go down, but it's just not going to be enough. The Hydras get in there. They're going to start picking apart these medevacs. He's going to go ahead and just back out. Kind of toy with his opponent a little bit. Yeah, I know what you're doing, Archon. Okay, he's going to force an engagement here, and these ultras are going to be able to get in. They're going to do a ton of damage. Chew, chew, chew. These Marines and Marauders are getting overstemmed, overworked, and underpaid. Oh, but the Ultras are eaten alive. Marauders do a lot of damage to them. Especially with stem. Ooh, stem, stem, stem. Win, win, win. Except this time. So we got some more macro going on, and of course, Archon has, you know, like 15,000 minerals or so. Nothing too fancy, but he is going to be able to remax very quickly. If he wants to, he can just go ahead and get a butt ton of ultras back into his army and then just push again. And it looks like he's actually going into mutas and ultras now. Such is the economy of the Zerg. I'm loving that. So these mutas are going to come in from the side, do an ass ton of damage, while the ultra's coming from the front, do an ass ton of damage, and pretty much noVa's going to just shut out a GG and call it a night. Sounds like a plan to me. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so this is a lot of muta versus what we see over here. These missile towers are going to get taken out. No, actually, it's just going to bypass them. So these are going to come in. Hey, what's up? Unprotected buildings. Feel like living? No? Cool. I can take care of it. And he's got that. No problem. No problem, he says. The ultras are just kind of sitting here chilling with the Hydras, having a couple drinks. You know, having some coffee. Looks like noVa's going to go and try and counterattack the last-ditch effort of the Terran against the Swarm. He's moving across the creep, dangerous, knowing this could be his final moments, and he sees the massive army of Archon. Doesn't know what he's going to do. He stems up. He's going to try and take out these ultras. He's going to do a lot of damage to them with those Marauders, but there's just more, and more. They never end. And thus, the Swarm is victorious. Archon wins another game, and forever is this game implanted into our hearts. Remembrance of the last stand of the Terran. And it's just not enough. Not enough. So thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Keep tuning in. Watch for my new show that's coming out very soon. Thank you again to Archon for the replays. Guys, send me some of your own replays. I'd love to cast them over to GamerGenusTV at gmail.com. This is Ildris, GGTV. I'm out.